Hello, all of you. CA Deepti Chheda here. Great to see your enthusiasm. All of you have completed your question, insurance claims revision we have done. You have solved the question and you have sent me for correction. Once I corrected the presentation, the steps, and everything, I will give the feedback and send you the answer sheet back along with my remarks. Right or not? And I'm also sending you the answer key for yesterday's paper. So I will do your correction and I will tell you where the presentation speed, duration, time as you have written, honestly, how much time you took for every question. So I will tell you. But very important thing is to have that mindset for the final exam. Okay, this was the insurance claims question. This is how I attempted and this is the institute's answer. This is the way they have. It's okay if you have prepared working note first and then the memorandum trading account and like that. That's absolutely fine. But you have to check for yourself also so that you get all the corrections what you need for the final exam. Okay, these test series are a super duper way to have a perfect mindset for your final exam. Many students are very good at the learning and at doing stage, but when it is coming to write a test with the exam mindset, then that takes the confidence to genuinely next level. And that's what I want for all of you. Okay, if you have some feedback to give, some suggestions, some queries, do let me know. And today we are starting the revision for hire purchase. Okay, hire purchase, we are starting the revision. Now, when we talk about this chapter, frankly, when they say in accounts, there are some technical topics like partnership, which to tough hai. Then something is very easy like this. Usually it comes in combination hire purchase and pre and post incorporation, like that 10 marks, 8 marks question. Very scoring, very scoring. They'll give you the details and you have to make T format accounts either in the books of the vendor or the buyer, or sometimes 5 marks question is asked, reverse calculate the cash price and all. So everything we will see in this revision class. Make sure you have a notepad with you, note down all the booster notes what I am giving. And if you are watching this as a video, take a pause and watch. And before you watch this video, very important, we can say pumping hard for the hire purchase chapter is your provision for depreciation. See, depreciation is charged on asset routine that we are doing it from foundation and inter all fine. But here what it is, provision for depreciation is a concept. Separately, I have made a video in YouTube. Check it. If you are not getting, message me. I'll send you the link. Because once you know provision for depreciation, you can work and use it in cash flow statement, in your fund flow statement, in single entry, in non-trading, in company final accounts, and in hire purchase. Hire purchase in itself is very easy, no repeated entries. So they are giving you this. Okay, what they are giving you? Instead of routine depreciation, they may ask you to have a depreciation account with the provision method. Okay, so in provision for depreciation, you make depreciation account and provision for depreciation account and asset account. Okay, right. Now, what happens in hire purchase? See, some of you may be feeling, I'm going very slow, बहुत easy आता है. Some of you may be feeling नहीं सीखना है. So keep patience, enjoy the way this knowledge is given to you. Okay? Right. I'll take you first to the notebook. एक करते हैं notebook में लेके. 1 second. Okay. Yes. Yes. So what I am teaching you now is, in case of hire purchase, what happens outrightly if you want to purchase, you come to my store and buy the product, then I'll give you for this cash price with all the discount. But if you want it at higher purchase price means you are going to pay me in installments. In that case, of course, I will charge you extra. So higher purchase price minus the cash price, the difference is nothing but interest. Is this part clear? Just give me 1 second. Huh? There's some noise behind and unavoidable, some construction work is going on. Okay. Higher purchase minus the cash price is interest. If you want the product now, take it in 1,000. You're saying, ma'am, I will pay you 110 installments. Then I'll give it to you in 1,200. Then there are two parties in the higher purchase contract, vendor and the buyer. Buyer is also called as hire purchaser. Okay? Vendor is also called, 1 second. Hire purchaser. Thank you so much for the response that the background music is not disturbing. That so shows our focus and enthusiasm to learn. So vendor is fine. Buyer, who is buyer? Hire purchaser. Now in the books of vendor, what account I will prepare? One line account, HP sales account. Write it even if you have attended my regular lectures. Still write down these booster notes what I am making you write. Hire purchase sales account you will prepare. Where? In the books of the seller. One line account. Okay. Then we have the hire purchaser's account, buyer's account. For him it is nothing but data, party to sales, HP sales account. Third account he will prepare interest, and interest is income. Now here comes into picture AS9, revenue recognition. If you are going to pay me in installments, I can't recognize all the income upfront. If you are going to pay me in installments in 6 years, as and how I receive the interest, excuse me, I will record it as my income. Clear to all of you, right? So very important thing to remember is I'll show you the problems worked out also. You not face a problem. That interest is the income. Now in the books of the buyer, he is the hire purchaser. What is the first account he will prepare? Asset account. He is buying an asset, motor van or plant and machinery and whatever. So he will prepare asset account. Second is hire vendor account, exactly opposite to this. Exactly opposite to this. And asset to hire vendor. You're liable to pay me. If you are a buyer, you're liable to pay me. This is an asset, this is a liability. Third account, he will prepare interest account as his expense. And whatever interest he is paying, he will put it in the P&L account and transfer the P&L account interest to the P&L account. Next account he will prepare, asset hire vendor is depreciation account. And in case if you have a provision for depreciation account. Listen dear students, if I teach provision for depreciation now, it will take extra time and it will divert our main gist for the next hire purchase exam which you are going to write. Okay. So what I would suggest is watch that video separately. If you have any doubt, you can message me. Now listen all of you. Vendor account and buyer account, this will be same on the opposite side. Interest is income for me, expense for you, same. Depreciation at the end will be transferred to P&L. Provision for depreciation is carried forward. Whenever provision for depreciation is there, the asset account, the provision for depreciation is there, then this asset account is maintained at its original cost. 10, 100, 10 depreciation I am charging in provision. So that is 100. But actually the WDV is 90. Again next year the depreciation is 9. So provision will become 19 and original cost is 100. This is a super important concept for the next chapter, cash flow statement also. Okay. So are these accounts clear to all of you? So either they'll ask you to prepare accounts in the books of vendor, or they'll ask you to prepare accounts in the books of buyer. 40% chance, to be very frank. Last 20 years when I'm teaching these PCC and IPCC and CINT, 60% chances of you getting a problem where they'll give installments and down payment and you have to find the cash price or you have to find the interest. I'll take up those problems also. Now listen all of you, when you have to prepare the ledgers, many times they are giving questions related to repossession. Vendor has sold the goods to buyer. If buyer is not paying, do we see in movies that they will repossess the goods? So in case of repossession, here in the books of vendor, one more account will come. Goods repossessed account. Hire purchaser, data say you have to receive 10 rupees. I'm explaining you the concepts of the figures. I will take 10 rupees, 2 rupees only. So suppose hire purchaser, you have to pay me 10. Now you are not paying me 10. I'll repossess the goods, debit 10 and hire purchase credit 10. So which account we will prepare extra? Goods repossessed. Followed or not? Okay. Now we'll go to see how the journal entries are passed repeatedly. Look at the screen and it will be very clear to you. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Okay, let us see what are the entries first. Yes. A very quick revision I am doing, but still I don't want to miss out on the concept. So thoda patience rakhna hai. Hire vendor is the seller, hire purchaser is the buyer. Cash price you pay now. And listen, if you are buying it on installment, at least some down payment you should make. I hope all of you know what is down payment. If I am selling you a machinery for 100 rupees, I will maximum finance you 80 rupees, 20 rupees, so at least you make me down payment. Followed or not? So that is also there, and higher purchase price we all know. Many times they give the higher purchase price like 500 installments into 12. So 6,000 and 500 is the down payment. So 6,500 is the higher purchase price and cash price is 5,000. So 1,500 is the installment. Right? Okay. Now there are two methods taught in your material. This all I have explained in the flowchart now. So I want to skip. Cash price and interest suspense. Interest suspense once only they have asked. I'll tell you what it is. Right now, cash price method. Okay. You dear students are the buyers. So what entry you will pass? Asset to hire vendor. Asset to Deepti ma'am, first entry. Now, vendor to bank. You make down payment to me. So vendor to bank. Say 20 rupees. Asset is 100 and 20 rupees you make me down payment. Now on 80 rupees yearly installment, say interest will become due. So first interest to party, you have to pay 8 rupees interest to me on 80 rupees. Now this interest depends whether it is monthly interest 1 by 12 karo, quarterly hai 3 by 12 karo, half yearly hai 6 by 12, otherwise directly 10%. So out of 120 you have paid, 80 rupees you are using, so 10% interest, 8 is due. Now vendor to bank, you are paying me installment, say 18 rupees. Are you getting the figure? Why 18? 10 rupees is the installment and 8 rupees is the interest. Now listen to a googly here. Many times interest is included in the installment. The language will be clear in the problem. And sometimes they will say that you are paying me in 10 installments of 100 each, including interest. So you have to pay anyways 10 rupees installment, including 8 rupees interest. Now just look at the vendor's account. If I prepare here, 100 rupees you have to pay me, asset to vendor. 20 you paid me immediately. On 80, interest accrued 8. Again you paid me the installment, this entry, 18. 10 principal, 8 interest. How much is the closing balance now? 70. है ना? 70. Again 70. Again 7 interest. Again 2 bank, 70. Are you getting? 70 and 7 is the interest you add. Again here, see there are different ways to teach, you know. I can make a full account and explain for 2-3 hours, but then this is the revision class, assuming you students have already done hire purchase. If not, then very conceptual way, detailed way, 8 to 10 videos per chapter are available in Deepti Chheda's concept classes app. You download the app, watch the free content, and if you really have opted out now and deciding to study quality, good studies you want to do, make sure you download the app, take the course. I'll be there to support you till your exam, right? Okay, yeah. Is this clear to you? Okay, all clear? So 77 again I am adding interest and you are paying me 70. Again balance is 60 and this will go on till it becomes new. In the meanwhile, the asset which I had purchased for 100 rupees, do we need to charge depreciation on that? Depreciation to asset. Had it been provision method, depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation account. And then interest account, what all accounts you are preparing? Asset account, vendor account, interest account, depreciation. Interest and depreciation you transfer to P&L account. Asset account and vendor account you will carry forward. Clear to all of you? Now in the subsequent years, entry 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th will be repeated. Again interest due, again pay the installment, again charge depreciation, again transfer. Now listen all of you dear students, if they give you quarterly installments, in a year you will have to do this for 4 times. But still interest is transferred to P&L account only once. Depreciation is charged only once. Is this clear to all of you? Right? So this is how you prepare in the books of the buyer. Now come in the books of the seller. One second. In the books of the seller. Any query you have, please keep noting. You can ask me. Yeah. These are all the problems solved in the regular class. I'll explain अगर आपको इसमें से भी just पढ़ना है. Yeah. Hire vendor. First entry is party to sales. But hire purchaser is my party in my books and hire sales. Next is bank to party for the down payment. What you are giving. Again party to interest. What did you do? Interest to Deepti ma'am. What will I do? Student to interest. This is my income. Student to interest. Next is bank to hire purchaser. Hire purchaser to interest हो गया, due, and now you pay the installments, bank account debit to hire purchaser. Okay, so these are all the entries. And now what will happen? Party to sales. Hire purchase sales is having only one entry. Can I transfer it to my trading account? Yes. Interest, can I transfer to P&L account? Yes. Third, fourth, and sixth will be repeated. What is the third? Interest due, installment received, transfer the interest to the P&L account. Okay? What all entries will be repeated in my books? Party to interest, interest due. Bank to party, installment received. And interest which is credited, debit and transferred to the P&L account. Clear to all of you? Right. Now here, once they have asked, instead of cash method, they have asked interest suspense method. Now what is that and how it is different? You know what happens in the interest suspense method? All other entries are same except when you buy the goods. What entry you were doing? Asset to hire vendor. Right or not? 100. But with interest it is 120. Total interest you will put in an interest suspense account. Total interest. Huh? So 120 higher vendor, you have to pay me 120. Just an example. Now cash payment is fine. When interest becomes due in the normal, you will do interest to Deepti ma'am, interest to vendor. You are doing here interest to vendor. Now you will do interest to interest suspense. क्योंकि interest suspense को debit करके vendor तो एक साथ you have credited. I want to write this entry. Normal entry is interest account debit. Write down this entry. To hire vendor interest. And in interest suspense, what we will do? Interest suspense to hire vendor. एक साथ. All total interest. And now as and how interest becomes due, interest to interest suspense. Interest you are debiting to interest. So if I cancel this and this, is it the same entry? Look at the screen. Interest to hire vendor. Routine entry. Here, total interest you put it in suspense account, and from suspense part you transfer to interest. Clear to all of you, right? I'm waiting. If you have a doubt, message me back if you want me to repeat this concept of interest suspense. Only one extra account you'll have to prepare, interest suspense, and instead of crediting to vendor account, little interest, at a stretch you have credited to vendor. So now when you want to debit interest, interest to interest suspense. Okay, no problem. Not clear? I थोड़ा clear बोल रहे हैं हम. ठीक है, वापस explain करें. Okay. Whenever interest is due, dear buyer, what entry you are passing? Interest to Deepti ma'am. First entry you have passed, asset to Deepti ma'am. You purchased asset from me. Interest to Deepti ma'am. Kitna? 10, 10. In interest suspense method, when you purchased, interest suspense, say total interest is 20, just assuming. Total interest suspense account debit to hire vendor 20. Asset is 100, asset to hire vendor, and interest suspense 20 to hire vendor. एक साथ you have charged the interest. Now when interest 10 rupees become due, debit interest because interest is expense for you. Don't credit higher vendor because higher vendor you have already credited. You will credit interest suspense. Still you have 10 rupees in interest suspense. Like this, as you debit and credit every year, interest suspense account will become nil. Interest suspense account आपका nil हो जाएगा. चलिए, is this clear to all of you? Or you still want a detailed example in the notepad? I can do it. I think I have worked out here. I'll show you the problem. Problem में ही बता देते हैं. ये देखो, बायर की बुक में मोटर वैन टू टाटा मोटर्स. Yes. Second, Tata Motors to bank, down payment. You should remember the sequence. Assets to party. Now you have to pay to Tata Motors down payment. Now on 60,000, 6% interest to party. And now Tata Motors to bank. Tata Motors to bank. 20,000 installment including interest है, तो नहीं अलग से add नहीं करना. How to do that also I will tell you. Now balance carry forward is 40. Again interest to Tata Motors. Again 20 and this you pay. Again 20. 1200 more interest, 21,200 over. You got it? I've sold you the goods of 1 lakh. You made 40,000 down payment. 2020 you paid in 3 installments. 20, 20 and 20 along with interest. What about asset account? Asset का क्या होगा? Routine depreciation 10, 90, again 10, 80, again SLM, WDV they will give you in exam. आप कैसे depreciate करोगे? They will give in exam. SLM, WDV provision. And how much interest, as and how you paid interest to Tata Motors, you have debited interest and credited. Finally, you transfer to PNL. I would suggest please do one entry. Don't prepare, ma'am. मैं पूरा ही account बना लेती हूँ बट्टीफाई करके. You will do mistake in the final exam. ठीक है? Depreciation same. Depreciation debit to motor van and then transfer this to PNL. So what is the gist of this? Every time क्या होगा? Credit the interest, pay the installment. Credit the interest, pay the installment. And charge the depreciation. And then depreciation and interest you transfer to PNL account. Now look at the screen. If it is normal interest method, interest to vendor 3,600, 2,400. Just now you are doing now 3 interest. Total interest कितना है आपका? 7,200. I hope you are getting. Total interest is 7,200. 1 minute. The screen got stuck up once. One minute. Okay. Are you able to see the file? Answers are written. Yeah. So interest to vendor. Here it is interest expense. Here you know like 3,600 and all. Here total 7,200 total interest. You put it in suspense and you charge off to vendor. When I'm explaining, dear students, I'm seriously assuming you have already done hire purchase. I'm doing revision so that you perform well in your exam for tomorrow. So if you are watching this and trying to learn the concept, then it is like 8 to 10 detailed videos. Now, please. Interest expense to vendor 7,200. आपने एक साथ चार्ज कर दिया. Now how much interest is due? 3,600. Credit to interest expense. Because vendor you have credited all together. Now credit to interest expense 3,600, 2,400, 1,200. It will become nil. See, total interest charge कर दिया है यहाँ पे. Pay the installment. Balance will change. Because total interest. Now don't credit interest because you have already just pay. Just pay. I hope you are getting the difference in the interest suspense method. So this is how the routine problems are done. Yeah. And now how to decide if the cash price installments are inclusive or not. Look at the screen. Anil Kumble purchased a machine. The cash price is 34,000. Agreement was 8,000 you have to make down payment. And balance 6 installment of 4,800. So 4,800 into 6 installment and down payment. 36,800 you are paying me. Whereas the cash price is 34,000. So what extra you are paying is what? Interest, correct? And this interest is already inclusive. फिर से एक बार, डाउन पेमेंट इन दिस प्रॉब्लम है, सॉरी, कैश प्राइस इज 34. You are making down payment 8,000 and 4,800 के 6 installments. So total 36,800. 36,800 you are paying me, whereas you should pay 34. So 2,800 what you are paying extra is interest. That means 4,800 is inclusive of don't know why the screen is getting stuck today. 1 minute. Yeah. So 4,800 is the installment including interest. Then while taking, don't take 4,800. See, I've just taken 4,800. Not 4,800 plus 780 interest, because this is already including interest. So like this, you have to decide and you have to do the routine problems of hire purchase. Okay. Now let us see what happens if there is a repossession. Now repossession are two, partial and full. Full means I have sold you goods पूरे वापस ले लिए. Partial is related to this installment. Part of the goods I will take back, remaining you are still continuing. So I'll explain this with the help of this problem. Okay. What will happen when the goods are repossessed? Who will pass extra entries? Seller, me. Goods repossessed to hire purchaser. See, if hire purchaser pays me installment, nothing like that. Bank to hire purchase, baat hi khatam. If you pay me installment, I will do bank to hire purchaser. You are paying the installment. If you are not paying, then goods repossessed. And you know, like I am a bank or a financial institution who sells goods on hire purchase. So goods repossessed, I can't write machinery account debit to hire purchase. मेरे लिए asset नहीं है. It's like goods repossessed, I'll auction out, sell out that, recover my money. Is this clear to all of you? So what is the first entry I will do when goods come back? Goods repossessed account debit to purchase. Now suppose goods are repossessed for 1,000. And hire vendor had to pay me 1,200. Up 1,000 so you paid me by way of goods. 200 you are not paying, it's a bad debt for me. I want to repeat, 1,200 I had to receive. You gave me the goods which are worth 1,000. 200 is bad debt. Bad debt hai mere liye to. You are not going to pay. Now I have got goods repossessed. How much? 1,000. ये रहा, यहाँ से आया. Can I do some denting, painting, oiling, fueling? 500 रुपए का और खर्चा किए. I did some more expense. Goods repossessed account debit to bank. 500. And now this is of 1,500. Can I sell this for 1,800 by bank? Yes. 300 rupees is profit. If I sell it in 800, there will be a loss of 700. I hope you are getting. Take down this example or कुछ doubt है तो पूछो. 2 minute का pause. Look at the screen, check for yourself. When goods come back, what will I do? Is that clear to you? Yes. Typing नहीं हो रहा है तो C तो भी लिखो. C for clear. Do comment below the video also whether you are following these conceptual learning. Hire purchase comes, usually it comes in every exam. 1 or 2 times so in question number 1, compulsory question 5 marks के लिए, they just asked you to calculate value and I have that question here. Yes, tell me. Clear? C for clear? कि confuse हो रहे हैं. Goods repossessed. 1,200 I had to receive. 1,000 worth goods you gave me. 1,000 value of goods repossessed will be given in exam. Or they may say, for the purpose of repossession, charge 40% depreciation for these. You do it. No, ma'am, we are to charging 30% in books. Okay. But for repossession, if they are asking you to do 40%, do it. No problem. है ना? One second. Yeah. So 200 is bad debt, 1,000 I repossessed, goods repossessed to bank, additional expense, and bank to goods repossessed 1,800, 300 is the profit. What entry bank to goods repossessed are sold and profit and loss? What entry the higher purchaser will do? You have to pay to higher vendor. आपके लिए तो liability था 1,200. Now, if you pay installment, you are writing to bank. Interest credit, installment paid. Interest credit, installment paid. You are doing like this. Yes or no? Right? So now, 1,200 is your balance. Okay? You have to pay me. Now, 1,000 rupees, you are not paying me cash or check. Higher vendor account debit to asset. Look at this. Higher vendor account debit to asset. You are giving me asset worth 1,000. Remaining 200 if you pay, fine. Otherwise, it's a profit for you. For me, it's bad debt. For you, it's profit. And close. And look at this. Your assets. Suppose your assets value is 1,500. I repossess the asset in 1,000. Asset is going out for you, debit the receiver, credit, and say debit what comes in, credit what goes out, nominal account, no. So asset is going out for you for 1,000. As if in 1,000 you have sold me the asset. What was the value? 1,500. 500 is loss. See, higher vendor to asset, 1,000. P&L to asset, 500. Followed or not this concept of higher vendor and repossession? Okay, one thing you all should note in your booster notes. Till the date of repossession, charge the interest and depreciation. Write down, write down. Till the date of repossession, charge interest and depreciation. Clear? Now why I am saying, listen, suppose our financial year is 1st January and this repossession is done on 31st March. So will you charge the depreciation for 3 months? Yes. Will I charge the interest for 3 months? Come back to this example. Vendor, you have to pay me 1,200. 1,200 पे करना था, आपने तो 1,000 ही पे किया. और 1,200 में 1,000 you have paid in March. So 50 rupees more you have to pay interest. Higher vendor, higher purchaser. Are you getting? So what I want to say is when you get repossession problem, charge the interest and all the entry. Look at this. This is the repossession problem. मेरे book में, in my books. First of all, I have sold the goods. I'm not reading the problem. Look at the screen. It will be clear to you. I have sold you the goods, party to sales. Now sales to transfer to the P&L account. This sales you transfer to the P&L account. Clear? Now, against this, you paid me down payment or first installment. Now on 39, some interest and other dues are there. That also you paid me. Now repossession is on 39. So I have charged you first interest in June. Next, I wanted to charge party to interest. Interest is income for me, no? I am the seller. So I wanted to charge in December, but before that in September only I repossessed the goods. So should we charge interest in September? Answer is yes. On what amount? Whatever amount you have used for 3 months. See, in 3010, 75 interest add kiya and 800 ka you have paid. So 2285 you have used for 3 months, pay the interest. And now against this, I am repossessing your goods for 1500. So remaining amount you are not going to pay, it's a loss for me. And goods repossessed, I did 200 rupees overhauling. So 1700 and I sold it for 1800. 100 rupees is the profit. Isn't it super easy? You should like smile if you get repossession in the exam. Because repossession तक ही आपको entry करना है. You don't have to pass repeated entries 4 times, 5 times. And these two interests are my income. I'll transfer to P&L. Look at the screen and tell me what is difficult for you in the partial or full repossession. And see, this is the point where my paper mock test paper corrections we do. No, final exam paper we are not allowed to correct because we are in teaching. So listen, I've seen students go wrong in interest. बाकी सब बराबर करते हैं, but after 30 June installment, ma'am, next installment is due in December. In September only goods are repossessed. Very fine, but at least for 3 months you charge interest. Nice, clear? So this is how we will do it. चलो अभी partial repossession आपके books में दिखते हैं, your books. Suppose you have purchased 2 motor van, charge depreciation, routine charge depreciation. Till 3rd year it was fine. Okay, this is motor van account. In the 3rd year, you charge depreciation till the last day. Because I have done the repossession on the last day. And now, repossession is for 20,000. I took this asset for 20,000. I'll show you. 1 minute. ये रहा, आएगा अभी. So in that case, there is a loss of 2960 because the date I repossessed your asset, no, the book value was 40,960, but I took it over only for 20,000. तो आपका तो नुकसान हो गया ना. It's like 4960 asset you have sold in market for 20,000. So transfer this loss. And you had 2 motor van, partial repossession, accounts will continue. Still one motor van you have 4960. दोनों का value 4960 था. But 14960 I took for 20,000. So only that one is there. Okay. Now come to this. Motor van you have purchased for 160. Immediately you made down payment. Add interest, pay installment, balance. Add interest, pay installment, balance. Add interest now. 3rd installment, when I was deciding to pay off the 3rd installment, that time, now, in that case, what is happening now? When I'm deciding to pay the 3rd installment, okay, in that case, your motor van's value which I have taken is 4960, but you gave it to me for 20,000. This 20,000 value will be given in the exam. If not, then they will give you that for the repossession. In books you charge 20% depreciation, but for repossession you charge 80 or 100%, like that. You got my point? So what will happen? Abhi tak to clear tha, this was motor van. Add interest, pay the installments. Add interest, pay the installment. Add interest, but motor van gaya. Bye-bye. One motor van has gone, partial repossession. Still, dear buyer, you are liable to pay me 24,000 and this will be carried forward. You will do this surely correct, and these are the chapters which you can do now. If you are writing the upcoming exam in another 2-3 months, you still have good time. ये chapters ऐसे करके you don't touch it, you will not forget the concept. After 1 month also, if I say, you will be able to do. It's not that I am flattering because I am teaching you accounts. I teach taxation. There I say you have to say hi, hello every day. Slab rates इतने साल से पढ़ा रहे, but sometimes even we need to refer back again. So, at least an overview or just you have to scroll, keep on saying hi, hello. But this accounts, this hire purchase topic is understand, practice, and finish. It's over. So, partial and whole repossession, everything is clear. Any doubt is there, chat box is open, you can ask me. Yes. And what will I do? Goods repossessed account, who will prepare? The hire vendor. I will take back the goods. I will do some expense and sell it out. For you, asset is going out. When I repossess your asset, you pass the entry as if asset is sold. So here we complete the revision for cash price method, interest suspense method and all. Now this is one category, frankly 40 to 45% chance of getting these kind of problems. मैम तो फिर वेटेज वाइज पढ़ाओ ना, अब सब पढ़ना है. Professional exams are unpredictable. So 55% chances of you getting these kind of questions. They will give you installments, they'll give you rate of interest. Can you find the cash price by going reverse? Yes? Huh? So until now I had all the solutions, so I have referred here. Now for these kind of the problems and the presentation, what you have to do, I'll go to another screen. Okay? And yeah, this theory question is also asked in the last question. Distinguish between hire purchase. We commonly say to our friends, to our relatives, yes, I got, on installment, a mobile phone, a sofa, a TV. As on today, no one is selling on installment system. It's all hire purchase. And you have an agreement with them. The day you are a defaulter, they'll take back your goods. That's what is hire purchase. Whereas in installment, they can sue you in court, but they can't take back the goods. Right or not? And hire purchases, according to Hire Purchase Act, installment is sale of goods act. Acha, hire purchase mein, the vendor is the legal owner till you pay the last installment. That's why anytime I can take back. In installment, you are the owner. Even if you are a defaulter, I can file case against you, but I can't take back the goods. So who will do this foolishness? Everyone. And the higher version of the hire purchase is your AS 19. What is AS 19? क्या नाम है? अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स के टाइटल्स तो एटलीस्ट मालूम होने हैं. AS 19 क्या है? These are like very important AS. Yes. Accounting for lease. Lease is a higher version of hire purchase. You will do it in group 2. You will have one topic related to lease in FM. Now listen, dear students, when you have enrolled for a professional course and you've taken a professional coaching, you have to link up the things. If you know hire purchase properly well, you will understand AS 19 properly. In FM, you have a topic lease. Ma'am, ये तो पूरे hire purchase के ही problem है. Present value, future value छोड़ के. So any doubt until now, last more than 50 minutes are over what revision we are doing. And I'm closing this file. We have finished the revision for this. And 1 second. Yeah. In the beginning, we have revised all this. ये booster notes में यहाँ पे लिख लेना है till date. Write down if you have not written. Till date of repossession. Whether it is partial or full repossession, charge the depreciation and interest. Even if you are installment in 6 monthly and you are repossessing in 2 months, 2 months ka to interest charge karo. Do it please. Followed all of you, right? Okay. Now for those category of problems, I am taking you to the institute's material. I am sharing the screen. Are you able to see this kind of the problems they are asking? Now, why I am doing this? Ab ye repeatedly same problems are there. They are giving you installments, they are giving you interest, and they are asking you to calculate the Formula 1's problems are there, but not usually. Okay. चलो एक सिंपल प्रॉब्लम करते हैं. पता नहीं कितनी बार यही प्रॉब्लम आया है शायद. Annuity tables के साथ they will not ask you in the accounts exam. Don't worry. Yeah. Asha purchased the truck on hire purchase. Look at the screen. We are doing revision. she is required to pay 70,000 down payment. Okay. Right. 1 second. Okay, my marker, I don't know why it's not working here. Usually it works. Okay. So now here, just look at the screen. So we have here, Asha has purchased 70,000 down payment, 53,000 is first year's installment. Installments are not same. 49,000 is the second year's installment and 55,000 is the third year. Maybe because I have not downloaded this file, I am not able to use my marker here. So you are required to calculate the cash price. Are you all getting? Now third installment is how much? 55,000. Look at this. 55,000 installment is including 100 principal and 10% interest. So 55,000 is 110. So 10 kitna? 110 and 10. That is 1 by 11 they have done. I would never simplify. I am not a math student. Pure figure likhna, you are allowed to do it in calculator. Look at what I am explaining with my hands. This will be clear. Okay. 55,000 is 110. So 10 interest kitna, cross multiply, and principal kitna. So that your cash price is 50,000, your interest is 5,000. Now 55,000 is your third installment. In that, add the second installment. Second installment is 49. So 55, 50 and 49. I hope you are getting why I am taking 50. Because interest is added and paid. So this is like 99 now. 50 and 99. Okay. Now after the 99, again same. In 99 into 10 by 110. So you will get the interest and the principal. 90. Again in 90, add the first installment 53. So on 143 into 10 divided by 100. Why 110? Because 143 is inclusive, so you are getting 130. This is how we prepare vendor's account. Add interest, pay the installment. Add interest, pay the installment. And this is how we have to solve the problems. Got it? So now in this way, you got the cash price with the first installment. 143 में से interest निकाल. I hope you remember. Cash price is excluding interest. So 130 plus down payment. Don't forget to add the down payment. So 2 lakh you had to pay me. 70 you paid. 130 पे 13 interest add किया तो 143 हुआ. You paid something. 90 में 9,000 interest किया तो 99. You paid 55. Like that, you know, it's the up to down. I'm going down to up. How is my speed? Let me know, please, in the chat. समझ में आ रहा है? All revisions I am doing it in different way. Few things I explained in notebook. Few things I took to my Word document where we already have ready answers. And now we are doing this interest table. Any problem you have confusion, ask me. Oh, these are like blessing problems, I call them. This one. A machine is purchased in hire purchase 5 half yearly. Okay, half yearly, yearly, quarterly will affect your rate of interest. Huh? First installment being due on 1st July, assuming that 10% is the rate of the interest, right? So in 6,000 is the last installment. 5 installments, hai na? So 6,000 into 5 divided by 105. Now you can say, ma'am, interest is the 10% yearly. Installments are half yearly. So into 10% into half or 50%. So 6,000 into 5 divided by 105, if you do, you are getting 286 interest. So what is the principal? 5714. Now add the 4th installments. Okay? You are getting 11,714. Now 11,714 pay again into 5 divided by 105. you are getting 5448, right? So if you minus 6,000 is the installment, in that interest is 5448, the principal. We are taking only the principal. 5714 plus 5442. मिला के you are getting 11,156. Interest minus कर देना है, क्यों? Because we want only the cash price. And like this it will go. Okay, so you will come to the cash price as 2597 and there is no down payment in this problem. So like this you have to practice. This they will not ask. They have given in your syllabus, but utna that IRR rate, what you do in FM and all that much. This is routine. Down payment कर दो, balance के ऊपर add the interest, pay the installment. Again balance. You know, when you calculate the balance, just minus only this cash price. Interest को छोड़ दो. I hope you are getting. Interest is added and paid. So leave interest. Out of the liability you are paying principal. Again out of the liability you are paying principal. Is my speed fine, or you want to do one problem in the notebook? These are the same kind of the problems. Okay. This one is with the IRR, what we study in the FM. Interest suspense and journal entries and all this I have already told you. Okay. Before I close the revision, 1 second. Yeah, keep asking your doubts from the beginning. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah, listen all of you. Little doubt in the exam, no? You can do like this also. 1 second. वो जो installment की problem है ना, in that case you can do like this. Installment, interest and principal, that is the cash price. So suppose this is 1 lakh, just taking some figure. 1 lakh is the last installment, including 1,10,000, including 10% interest. So 1 lakh into 10 divided by 110, तो 10,000 interest है. अब principal 1 lakh है. अब 1 lakh principal में this second, this is your third installment. Second installment is suppose 5 lakh. So ये 1 lakh में 5 lakh add करो. Now on 6 lakhs into 10 by 110. Why by 110 and why not 10%? So this is one way, and whenever you have little lacking of confidence, ma'am, I'm not clear, ये practice करने से आएगा. This is a revision class. I hope you have practiced all the problems in our routine lectures. 3 days we have done only this method. अब एक काम करते हैं, नहीं आया तो same thing. Can I put it like this? Can I put it like this? First year, second year, third year. थर्ड ईयर में 1,10,000 पे किया तो 1 लाख बैलेंस था एंड 10,000 इंटरेस्ट. अब यहाँ पे 1 लाख बैलेंस था, यहाँ 5 लाख पे किया तो डेफिनेटली 6 कुछ तो बैलेंस होगा आपका एंड कुछ इंटरेस्ट होगा. तो ना यू कैन गो रिवर्स इन अ वेरी रफ वे एंड चेक whether you have done it correct or not. Okay. In institutes material, the asset ledger for part the asset repossessed are charged full depreciation on the date of the repossession. Yeah, yes dear, absolutely right. Listen, once again I will repeat and tell me is your doubt clear or not. Whenever there is partial repossession also, the van which is repossessed, you have to charge the depreciation till date 30th September. But other van which is still lying with you, charge the depreciation for the whole year. Now is it clear to you or not? Whenever there is repossession, you have to charge the depreciation till date. Even if like your calendar year is January and I'm repossessing the goods from you on 1st May. Ma'am, it's an odd time. We charge depreciation. No dear. 4 months you have to charge the depreciation, and then what is the value? That is the book value. And what value I have taken? Difference is profit loss for you. Now clear your doubt? Right. Anyone else is having any doubt, then we are already connected through our WhatsApp or Telegram. You can message me your doubts. Make sure that you practice 100% of your institute's material, whatever exam you're writing, CA, CMA. And secondly, you solve all the questions which are taught to you in the coaching. Like we have done more than 15 problems in our regular class. So make sure you do that also. And theory question from this chapter is only one question, that is distinguish between hire purchase and installment. What I shared you on the screen. No other question they will ask. Yes, again third time I'm repeating because this chapter is easy and repeated entries are there. Instead of depreciation they may give you provision for depreciation. तो फिर एक और एक्स्ट्रा अकाउंट बनेगा. एंड नाउ हाउ टू कैलकुलेट प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन असेट इज इंटैक्ट एट कॉस्ट. देयर इज अ सेपरेट वीडियो फॉर दैट. चेक इट और उसको तो मतलब अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस कर लो फॉर योर कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट एंड ऑल द अदर चैप्टर्स. ओके. So if you are watching this as a video, download Concept Classes app where like these the chapters are taught. What you have seen word are all the problems which are worked out in the class, and booster notes are given chapter wise. So in the long term it is necessary to learn it in a proper way because inter is a base for final. Same you have IFRS and you have Ind AS what you are studying now. So it's not a matter कि कैसे भी करके ma'am I'll get some marks, I'll clear the exam. Okay, and there are people who are practicing hire purchase and installment practically. So I hope you are enjoying this knowledge. And how is the learning last 1 hour on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know. And it's learning is not ending. Yes, good. And learning is not ending. If you still have any doubts, message me. Click the photo. मैम दिस इज इंस्टीट्यूट्स मटेरियल प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज मॉक टेस्ट पेपर, ये पास्ट एग्जाम का प्रॉब्लम है, इसमें ये डाउट है, सर्कल करके भेजो. क्लिक द फोटो एंड सेंड मी, आई विल क्लियर इट. एनी कॉन्सेप्ट वेयर यू फेल्ट दैट आई वेंट फास्ट एंड इट इज नॉट क्लियर? इंटरेस्ट सस्पेंस मेथड इज आस्क्ड वंस, एक आधे बार. तो हाँ, you have to remember like routine entry what you will do, asset to vendor. So with that asset debit, interest suspense debit to vendor, you instead of crediting interest and paying, crediting, you credit all the interest in interest suspense. And again when you pay me installment, interest debit to vendor nahi karna hai because you have already credited vendor. Interest to interest suspense. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and all the best for your hire purchase exam. And once you write the exam, I am correcting the papers and giving you insurance claims. I'll send you the papers, but I will send you the PDF answer also because very important is you are a mirror for yourself. So this is your answer sheet and this is your suggested answer. उसके साथ आप भी चेक करो कि प्रेजेंटेशन टाइम वेयर इज द प्रॉब्लम. ओके, एंड आई विल करेक्ट विद ऑल द रिमार्क्स एंड ऑल आई विल सेंड यू. थैंक यू सो मच. बाय बाय ऑल ऑफ यू.